And a good Wednesday, everybody. Sean Hammond here from the Laker Country Weather Center. It is Wednesday, March the 8th, 2023. Hope your morning is getting off to a good start. There's a look at the current radar. You can see we've got some very light showers across the region around, well, not in our region, but in parts of western Kentucky over around Evansville and then back up toward Illinois and Indiana. Not a lot of that is hitting the ground. It's mostly just a ground clutter falling. If it is falling as precipitation, it's probably just a few light sprinkles out there this morning. Other than that, pretty nice across the rest of the Commonwealth. There's a look at current temperatures across the region from the Kentucky Mesonet. We have got 38.5 degrees showing up in Jamestown and Russell Springs, 36 in Casey County, Somerset, over there in Pulaski County, 39 in Wayne County, 41 in Clinton, 42 in Cumberland County this morning. Metcalfe County coming in at 39, 38 right now in Adair County, and then 37 in Taylor County right now this morning. All right, let's jump into the models, and we're going to talk. We'll talk about some of our precip chances, but I mainly want to show you guys the pattern shift that we've been talking about. You know, I've talked the last few days about how winter is not quite done with us just yet. Well, I'm going to kind of show you more about that right now. You see these little red lines, these little red dashed lines. I'll trace over some of them. And you can see how they're kind of, around Kentucky and kind of surging to the north. This is where we've got that ridging happening from this high pressure down here in the Gulf of Mexico, and that's been keeping things warm for us over the last little while. We've had a pretty warm winter, other than, what happened around Christmas and during that time. It's been pretty warm other than that. So temperature is going to really start to cool down. The big cool down is going to happen next week. So let me start to show that to you. And I want you to kind of pay attention to these blue lines up here as well. Now, we are going to have a system come through the region late tomorrow night and into the early morning hours on Friday. That will bring with it chances of a few showers. You can see right here, there's that system coming into Kentucky and the rest of the Ohio River area. And that gets into here, like I said, Thursday night. There's that low pressure. And that should, not expecting anything major out of that, but, like I said, we are going to have rain chances Thursday night and into the early part of Friday. So let's march that forward. And now you start to see this area of blue, these blue lines. That's cooler air. You can see how it's trying to surge to the south. Let's march it ahead a little bit further. We are now into Saturday. Saturday looks pretty nice for the most part. And there is, going into Sunday of next week, you can see that warm air tries to surge back northward. That's going to be in advance of another system that's going to come into the region, bring with it the chance of rain. Again, nothing too major out of that, but we'll have some rain chances coming up for Sunday. And now watch what happens behind that low pressure. You can see, look at this. Here comes that cooler, chillier air again. And as we march the model further just a little bit more, there it is, moving into Kentucky and the rest of the Deep South. So like I've been telling you, we're not quite done with winter just yet. Now, let me back this up a little bit. You can see on the back side of that system maybe some light flurries trying to show up. It's hard to tell when it comes to precipitation that far out with the models. This is mainly just me wanting to show the pattern shift that's going to be taking place. And this cool down is not going to be lasting, it's not going to last for the rest of March and into April, nothing like that. You can see by Tuesday of next week, this cooler air is starting to march its way out of Kentucky. You can see that low pressure really bottoms out up there in the northeast, bringing with it rain and snow. And here's Wednesday of next week. You can see, here we go. There's the next system that'll come through. And just like that, the warmer air is back in Kentucky, just like it has been. So, yeah, we are going to have a cool down next week, but it's not going to last forever. Just so y'all know. And you can see next Friday maybe a chance of rain. You can't really go by that when it comes to precipitation this far out with the model. It's just kind of giving us an idea of when rain chances could happen. But I was just kind of wanting to show you guys the patterns and how that's going to be shifting over the next little bit. Folks, that'll do it for me today. Thank you all so much once again for watching the video this morning, and I'll be back here coming up tomorrow morning for another weather update. Have a great Wednesday.